So this presentation talks about how Varsity Sports Show can use their Instagram to ultimately further themselves as a company following a couple of different SMART goals. Now, first we have to take a look at the actual account. So Instagram is one of the main platforms utilized by Varsity. Their account looks like this. They have about 862 current followers, which is up 20 from where we started at the beginning of this investigation, along with about 25 likes per post. And they have about 1,279 posts, which is really where Varsity excels in terms of content with an average impression rate of 22. Now, their current content involves interviews, game previews, weekly radio show promos, basically any other content that promotes the Varsity Sports Show and the different broadcasts and such that they have been doing lately. Now, these are some examples of some of the posts you might see. Here in the bottom right, a player interview after a basketball game. The top right is kind of Varsity promoting their crew for that night's game. So you can kind of get a feel for some of the different content that this sports media company promotes on Instagram. Now, they have a lot of different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to get into. As far as strengths are concerned, there's a large audience for the type of content that Varsity produces. There will always be sports fans, and with any team you have, there will be a group of fans to go with it. It's specific, but it's a large group of people. Now, because they're a media company, they can also increase their potential in terms of social media and outreach with different graphic designers, professional content, and such. So, a lot of strengths there. As far as weaknesses are concerned, they're a smaller company, so other competitors will have more access to resources, technology, and there's just low visibility right now for Varsity in comparison to some of these larger networks. But there's a lot of opportunity. People are interested in youth sports. Varsity is covering these same athletes that will eventually make it to the big screen, to the pros, and these are the people that, they're invested in, and they're willing to commit resources to give these athletes a stronger platform through Varsity Sports. So this is a huge opportunity. And then other local networks, such as the Signature Network, kind of act as threats. So they provide a similar service and can do so with paid employees, can do so with kind of more resources than Varsity can. And these companies will always exist to compete with Varsity. The Signature Network is the first example. They have more professionalism, but they post a lot less frequency. Their Instagram currently only has 2 posts on it, in which they were promoting a tournament that they broadcasted earlier this year. And then their YouTube channel, it's, again, very professional looking, very standard. It clearly follows a template, but just a lot less frequency in terms of games. Only 25 last year compared to 100 for Varsity Sports. And then another one is Inferno Intel, an ASU-run club that does broadcasts for high school and colleges in the Valley, that does it with a very high production quality and with very highly trained anchors and broadcasters. So you're always going to have to kind of fight with these different competitors when it comes to getting out there. Now, the audience is important. Our target audience is currently filled with fans of schools that the Varsity broadcasts for. So parents, family members, cousins of players that are featured, and other supporters of the organization that kind of want to see Varsity get a little further. And that brings us to our target segment. Varsity is looking to get more athletes invested in the show, because the more that the athletes are invested, the more that the audience and the target overall is going to be invested. So if we can get more athletes and students watching the show, people that are aged 15 to 20, male or female, located in the Phoenix area, and our high school or college athletes that are enrolled in school, they can help spread the word to other individuals and other schools and other investors about the Varsity Sports Show. Someone like Cam Caminetti, a baseball player for the Saguaro SaberCats. He's 18 years old and he's a high school athlete. And what this does is it differs from the wider audience because, again, it focuses on getting these individuals that are capable of furthering Varsity's online presence, getting these people invested. And Cam is a high school athlete, and Cam is interested in Varsity Sports Show, so he wants to spread the word, and he wants to see it get further as well. Now, the goals. These 3 SMART goals are ultimately going to help push Varsity Sports into that kind of category where they want to be. So first off, increasing clicks by 25%. This will directly impact awareness and basically bring people to the show. And this can be kind of determined by a key performance indicator of the number of daily clicks that the Varsity Sports Show Instagram channel actually receives, as well as the number of clicks that the YouTube channel receives from the Instagram. Increasing funding by 40% would target donors, who might be interested in helping the show progress. That would get more money, meaning more schools, meaning more audience. And this KPI is total budget. And then increasing followers to 5,000, getting past that threshold will just increase the overall credibility of the program. And this can be indicated by the follower count. So 3 basic goals that are all achievable and all possible by 2025. Now, it's important to link this back to the target segment, linking our strengths and weaknesses. And again, one of the main strengths is that every kind of content is being produced. There is an audience to go with it. Every sports team has fans. Every one of these schools has students. And so the chosen segment will likely kind of coincide with this educational content that Varsity is promoting. And again, we're promoting individuals that are still kind of unaware of Varsity, people that are still kind of looking for a content platform, and that's where we're kind of getting our audience from. Now, what's the plan? We got to get on a daily posting schedule. One post a day allows for enough of daily kind of updates to establish this flow with the audience, but also not too much to overwhelm the audience. And then we also want to look at creating a partnership with local athletes like Kevin Durant, somebody of his caliber that would ultimately immediately bring a far larger audience. So in conclusion, Varsity has a lot of different things that they need to do, but increasing clicks, increasing budget, and just increasing overall awareness are the three things that they need to focus on to better their company.